Hello, my name is Joelle Marie, and I am tackling the physical development debate of whether or not students should lose recess for poor behavior. As an interesting background on this topic, I present you a map of the United States. The various colors of the states indicate their legal position on the importance of recess. Some states have required laws, some have guidelines, and some have absolutely no guidance regarding recess. A few examples from states with required recess. Florida requires at least 100 minutes of supervised, safe, unstructured free play recess for each student in kindergarten through 5th grade each week. This must be provided in at least 20 minutes consecutive of recess per day. In Arizona, students kindergarten through 5th grade are required at least 2 recess periods per day, in which they are encouraged to engage in physical activity and social interaction. Of the recommended requirements, California encourages schools kindergarten through 12th grade to offer physical education and includes in that concept the idea of daily recess periods for elementary students with time for unstructured play. Texas requires, as a recommendation, daily physical activity for at least 30 minutes per day for kindergarten through 5th grade. This can be accomplished through physical education curriculum or through a structured recess. Of the states which have policy only, but not codified, New York has a policy to encourage wellness through nutrition and physical activity, but does not specify how to fulfill this requirement, nor does it provide metrics to assure that it's being met. Ohio has a policy providing 2 15-minute periods for recess for students grades kindergarten through 6th grade, 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. In my research, I found that recess is a vital tool for childhood development that supports social and emotional development. Recess gives students a chance to practice social and emotional skills that will serve them throughout life, such as emotional regulation and conflict resolution. These are not skills that can be tested through standardized tests. What can be modeled and practiced on the playground and supported by teachers and other interested adults can impact the students for their lifetime. Students who are more satisfied with recess experiences are better able to accomplish academic tasks. When students feel part of the community during free play activities at recess, they're better able to switch their focus to academics when they return to the classroom. When they experience boredom and or bullying during recess, it delays the student's ability to focus on work. Teachers have reported it can take dissatisfied classes with recess up to 10 minutes to settle back into the school day. This disruption can impact the entire class. Satisfied classes, however, are reported to quickly switch focus to academics within just a few minutes. Students with negative recess experiences could be losing up to an hour of instruction per week. Recess helps prevent obesity. Research shows that after the 2001 No Child Left Behind Act, students actually lost access to recess. Since then, the incidence of childhood obesity has also increased. A Robert Wood Johnson Foundation study determined that elementary students get the majority of their physical activity from recess, Largely due to electronics, most children's independent play at home is not physical in nature. Physical activity supports healthy bodies and also healthy minds. It's also been noted that in urban and lower income schools, there is a lower likelihood to have access to recess and other physical activity, and also a higher risk of obesity. Some of the reasons for the higher risk of obesity are because of limited access to parks and other safe areas for physical activity, unhealthy food options, strong on fast food and other prepackaged, artificial, unhealthy, processed foods are prevalent. There's limited access to healthy and affordable food. There's also a higher stress and mental health challenge, which can lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms, which can include overeating. Obesity can lead to type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and musculoskeletal problems. Obesity can cause lower self-esteem and reduced engagement in social and school activities, which can negatively impact academic performance. Quality structured recess is most beneficial to emotional development. Free play with observing adults alone works for some schools. In other schools, this model can lead to boredom and bullying, largely which impact the already vulnerable members of the class the most. As we've discussed in previous slides, recess satisfaction supports effective academics. Bullying and boredom are opponents to this satisfaction. It's suggested that an organized recess framework in which adults are actively involved in facilitating play and social interactions is the best option. This organized play also includes various activities which are provided appropriate, dedicated space and equipment to encourage play. At one school, it was noted that some students were feeling excluded because of the way the school traditionally played Foursquare. In their rules, what we called the server square of Foursquare was allowed to make all of the rules for the game and would choose the rules based on what best benefited them. That created a situation where the less skilled players were consistently excluded. In order to combat this, the school decided to codify the rules of Foursquare. As often happens, students and mostly parents pushed back on the new Foursquare rules. As a compromise, the school supplied a Foursquare, which could be the Wild West. They could make up any rules they wanted, and also another Foursquare that had the new school rules. While it was not an official study, what was interesting, by the end of the school year, the students were preferring the codified school rules where everyone could play and have an equal opportunity to cooperate and engage over the skewed rules that only benefited some students. Organized recess is superior to traditional free play, which can lead to dissatisfaction in recess. While many educators choose to withhold recess from students for poor behavior or to require extra academic labor, there's overwhelming evidence that supports that this is not a good practice. Withholding recess as punishment separates students from their peers, which can lead to feelings of not belonging. Belonging is an important feeling which contributes to academic success. By separating children from their peers, we normalize that they are different and do not belong. If they feel apart rather than included, they are less likely to desire to belong, which can lead to additional deviance. Additionally, physical activity promotes academic success. It's antithetical to take away an opportunity which supports our goals as educators. As a summary, withholding recess is not supported by research. Instead, the research overwhelmingly supports benefits of recess, not only in consideration of social and emotional development, but also academic success. As educators, we should be prioritizing this free play that allows our students to practice safe social and emotional skills, and also allow them the free time away from their academics in order that they better focus on those academics when in the classroom. Thank you for your time.